to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
NC State's head coach told me before the game he understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So NC State's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Gonna run it. It's Gauze. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, NC State! Into the end zone for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. They'll try the right side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
And I think out routes are solely about timing because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too.
Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Hauls it in.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Fires downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it,
turning it on. Good game there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wilson will throw. Got the quick pass. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. NC State quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Calls his own number. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 17 team, the Liberty Flames.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
To the air. It's Edwards. Got his man. Runs through a man. He might have space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I know, I just lost yards on his screenplay. How does that happen?
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Running to the left. Finds a little space. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Maybe a crease. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Wilson to pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They feed him again. Plows through the defense. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Ship. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Rushes on him. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Run inside. It's Scott. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Here's the pressure. Finds a man all alone. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you
goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Looking for room. It's gone. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Bob, hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Using his feet. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. On the move. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He makes the grab, and he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course.